The image behind me in today's video is a shot of Leavenworth, a high-security federal prison. Let me explain why it is so important to you as well as the rest of the nation. House Leader Paul Ryan wants to pass the 2015 Sentencing Reform and Corrections Act, a bill referred to as the Obama Prison Break. This bill has been fomented by Obama as a scheme to release illegal alien felons into our cities with no chance of deporting them.
It's time for another blistering report from the front lines of the cultural war for a constitutional America. And now, here's your host, Charles Benninghoff.
Congress is working on a package of prison reform bills right now that House Speaker Paul Ryan has promised to pass, just as soon as his re-election battle is over, that is. What do these bills really do? Who will receive a get-out-of-jail-free card? And who's really behind this effort? I'm Charles Benninghoff, and today I'll be talking about the 2015 Sentencing Reform and Corrections Act, otherwise known as Obama's Prison Break Bill. Can you believe that? A Obama Prison Break Bill. This is something that Paul Ryan and Obama are proud of. What a desperate couple of politicians we have. In fact, this is one of 6 separate bills that Paul Ryan is trying to ram through Congress as a final favor to Obama. The Senate version of the Prison Break Bill is designated as Senate Bill 2123, and the identical House bill is H.R. 3713. There's a link to the Obama Prison Break Bill on our action page. I'll tell you how to get there shortly. You know, Senator Tom Cotton, a Republican from Arkansas, says that this bill is not the way to reform federal sentencing, and I agree with Senator Cotton. Here's why. This bill will make a lot of people in the federal system eligible for early release, and by early, I mean the second Obama signs it. Paul Ryan wants you to think that this prison break bill will let a lot of nonviolent offenders out of jail who are really quote-unquote victims who received a harsh sentence solely for drug possession. Such a lie. You might even agree with that sentiment, but the truth is that 77% of all people incarcerated on federal drug charges last year were illegal aliens who come into the United States to do Americans harm, to sell junk to our kids and get them hooked on illegal drugs like Mexican brown tar heroin and the Mexican version of methamphetamine, which literally is cooked up in chicken coops, cow barns, and latrines. And by the way, with the way the sentencing agreements and the plea deals work in America today, many of those illegals agreed to plead guilty to a lesser drug charge in order to have other charges against them dropped. Other charges such as sexual assault, burglary, use of guns, and other crimes. In other words, the vast majority of the illegals released will not be nonviolent. They're only convicted of nonviolent offenses, but because of the plea agreements, the violent issues have been forgotten. We can't forget these. Here's another major problem with the Obama Prison Break Bill. Under current U.S. law, an illegal alien who's convicted of a crime is automatically deportable. But under the Sentencing Reform Act, there's no mechanism to turn the illegal over to the Immigration and Custom Enforcement so they can be deported. They'll be just turned loose in your city, maybe your neighborhood, maybe your block. And that is where they'll create mayhem, which I think is exactly what Obama wants. Not only that, but the released illegals will be eligible to receive taxpayer funds for job training, welfare payments, rent subsidies, full medical coverage, all for free. So it's a double whammy on the American people. These criminals will be released from jail and they'll learn skills to take away your job, all the while living high on the hog on taxpayer money. If that's not Obama's revenge, man, I don't know what is. This bill is so bad that Numbers USA has called it the Trojan horse for amnesty. We know that Barack Obama has already been releasing tens of thousands of illegal aliens from prison, and our communities are paying the price for this. The Obama administration released 90,000 criminal illegal aliens from custody just last year, and we're seeing the immediate results from that. Crime is spiking to a level we haven't seen in American cities since the early days of the Clinton administration. Let's take a look at how much violent crime has increased over the last year. According to the Los Angeles Times, the city of Long Beach, California, has seen violent crime up 125%. Arlington, Texas has increased 100%. El Paso, Texas is also up 100%. Mesa, Arizona, a little town out in the desert, 100% increase. Las Vegas is currently an 81% increase. The chief of the Las Vegas police says most of the arrests are repeat offenders who were let out of prison early, and many of those are illegal aliens. In Dallas, Texas, violent crime is up 73%, and those numbers are from before the Muslim terrorist and his action of shooting the Dallas police officers in July. Did you catch the pattern in which these cities are seeing massive increases in violent crime? Except for Nevada, they're all border states where Obama released the 90,000 criminal illegal aliens we discussed a few seconds ago. I believe this spike in violent crime in 2016 is directly related to Obama's prison break for illegal aliens last year. And now Paul Ryan is fighting hard to get a new version of it passed this year. The Senate's version 2123 is the same as you have in the House. There's no difference. They'll all release violent federal convicts on our streets. That's why we are demanding that Congress reject the prison break bill authored by Obama and push down the throats of Americans by Paul Ryan. Sentencing reform is one thing, and a well thought out plan is certainly something that should be considered. But the current version is a Trojan horse for amnesty, and it's not what the American people asked for. We are seeing the results of Obama's unleashing criminal illegal aliens in our communities, and those results are higher crime rates and more victims. Without a mechanism to deport these illegal aliens, Americans are robbed, raped, beaten, and killed. Senator Tom Cotton says the best way to defeat this legislation is for American patriots to send letters and make phone calls to Congress and demand a no vote on Obama's prison break bill. That is exactly what you can do using our personalized letter system. If you want to make your neighborhood safe again, just click the flashing light in the upper right corner of your video screen now to go to our action page. This is Charles Benninghoff signing off and wishing you freedom, fulfillment, and God's many blessings. And also praying that you answer this call. Click that link on the upper right corner of your video screen and go to our action page and send Congress a personalized letter telling Congress, don't let the illegal aliens off free on our street after being convicted of violent crimes.
From our action page on our website, use the form to the right of the video screen to select a program. If you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook, click the icon appearing now to go to our action page. Speak out today.